Live.
Oh,
Hello.
Right on that big yawn.
Yep.
Right now we have one viewer. And it's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, baby.
Sounds like he was.
He's on the phone downstairs.
Oh.
Probably not even listening to you.
Can't even listen to me.
What?
What?
Don't have video.
How do we not have video?
Nothing changed.
Literally nothing changed about what we did. How about now?
We have video.
We have to wait anyway for them to see it.
Alright. Literally didn't change the date. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but the phone, the camera.
I turned it back on and off.
It says it's virtual webcam.
That's
Oh,
correct.
okay, that's the correct
You just
thing.
need to make sure virtual webcam is set to.
It is.
What is it set to?
Yeah, now it is.
It needs to be set to the camera.
Yes.
It is. Yeah. Like we see it in virtual webcam, and we see us on the site here.
Yeah.
I'll try to recorrect mine, but the sound came through and not the picture.
Huh.
We have 2 viewers. Can either of you see us? Yes. Yes, we are wondering if you see us. Thank you, Jamie. Alright.
Yay, Jamie!
Alright, we're going to assume it's Joe's computer. Wonderful.
Yay.
Excellent.
Joe has refreshed.
Okay.
Yay, we're good.
I'm just gonna share us right quick. Lee says we'll be there soon.
Will.
Yeah.
So Dan.
I will. Or we will.
He says we'll be there soon.
So W-I-L-L.
Yes.
Ironically, we're talking about words and vocabulary
Well,
today.
he did not say a complete sentence.
Well, I understand that, but
quoting
what I
him.
asked you, will or will, and you just went, well.
Oh, well, I meant will, like W-L-I-I-L-L.
Ah, all right.
And I was trying to quote him, which was not a complete sentence.
We're going to have a very special guest. So we're going to be down 1 viewer here because we're going to get... Lee is going to be here.
Somewhere.
He's going to be there.
And our special guest starring chair that we just made up just right then. I mean, it's been like that.
It's been like that the whole time we've been planning.
That's normally my chair.
Maybe we'll just bring special balloons over or something. That we got just for those special guests. But
Just for this occasion.
yes.
So words.
While
This
she's doing
is
that.
about what?
Words?
Quotes. It's about
Oh.
quotes, different words, vocabulary, correct?
Yes.
Which, if you're asking me to spell vocabulary, I'm terrible at that. So.
I'm actually really good. Oh, see, she cut off the dying ones.
What dying ones? I don't know what you mean.
I was going to keep the dying ones
We
in
bought
my
these
head.
specifically
Yeah, I
for
was
this
gonna say, you can't sit on
situation.
that.
Specifically, just for our special guests. They're red and orange, just like the burning sun in Florida.
And white.
And white.
Like the snow that Jersey gets in the winter.
And sometimes spring.
Yeah. It was 45 degrees today at practice.
I know, it was so cold. I was very upset.
Eh.
They made us take the kids outside and play. And the kids were like, it's cold.
Why
And
would
me
they
and
do
the other
that?
teacher were like, we know.
Okay, so how do we want to structure this one?
Well,
I don't really.
I would like to structure it well.
Okay.
We get to try to be grammar Nazis today.
Well, so the only part that I read and understood well was quotes, movie quotes, how our language has evolved during them. I know personally that if it wasn't for movie quotes, I probably would not speak 75% of the time.
Oh, yeah, I have conversations in movie quotes.
Well, yes.
Jimmy does too. If he was here.
Which he's not.
She's not, so moving on. He's not even watching.
Yes,
I know, he's
seriously.
in bed.
You could at least have turned it on.
So So don't. That's true. He could have gotten us a viewer. Rude.
Whatever.
Rude.
No, he's got to get up early. I understand. He's been working late.
Yeah, he's been a
Um,
lot.
Last week, Doug watched it on his phone.
Yeah, his phone's off when he sleeps. Remember, you can't charge with a normal charging port. Our fat
Whatever.
cat ruined it.
No, what I'm saying is that Jimmy is with the computer right now. Could have just turned it on. And
Oh,
played
I
it.
see what you're saying. Okay, okay. I thought
Like,
you meant
Doug
like while
is-
he's.
Doug is
laying there
Doug is
in bed.
superior. Yeah, let us indeed beat him up. It's a good idea.
I feel like you have prejudices right now.
It's fine. It's working
But
in my favor.
I would say I don't judge you for having those.
Is he
prejudices
piecing this
right
weekend?
now. He is not.
I'm understanding.
All right. So words. So I
Words,
think the
words,
first thing that I'm gonna do is we'll start and talk to people about the three movies that we quote the most.
That's easy.
I think it's the
I
same for
said
everybody.
three.
No, mine's
So that
different.
at least one of them would be different amongst us.
Okay.
All right. So these are just movies. I figure we'll solve for time for Lee to come. We'll do movies. We'll do songs / musicals specifically, and then we'll do TV shows. And hopefully by that point in time, Lee will be here. So my three are the one that everyone's going to say is Pitch Perfect.
I cannot say that one. I have enough other movies.
We're obsessed
Empire
with
Records.
It's literally playing on downstairs, by the way. Pitch Perfect.
Of course, we have it on repeat in our lives.
So it's
Obsessed.
Pitch
Stand, man.
Perfect,
Save the Empire.
Empire Records, and Clue. Those are my three.
Flames out of the side of my
On my
face.
face.
I used that last night. And
Those were my
Oh,
three.
I was gonna have you go because I'm still thinking.
sure, mine's easy. Princess Bride,
It's a good one.
Ghostbusters.
Another good
Both
one.
both of those are almost always quoted all the time and have some of the best, easiest quotes ever. And then the third one, it depends on what's going on, but the Clue's a good one. Actually, any of the three that Rachel said could fit in that third one, depending on the day.
How about recently though?
Recently,
Like within the past week.
that I've used or that I've seen.
That you've quoted like substantially more than anything else. Like we quote a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Labyrinth, I used a bunch this week.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat a brownie.
Turn it this way and look into it.
I would have to
Zero.
say Pitch Perfect,
Mm-hmm.
Men in Tights, oof. Disney movies in general.
Okay.
Can I say general Disney movies?
You could.
It's hard to like isolate. I'm trying to think of another good one.
No, but seriously, if I had never gotten Pitch Perfect, I don't
You
know
you
how I
function
would have
in life?
speaked.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would have spoken for the past year.
I don't think
I
you would
would-
speak.
I would not.
I don't know
Talk
how I would have
much.
speaked.
Okay, TV shows. I'll start with TV shows.
Okay, go ahead.
Just take me a second. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with MythBusters. I quote a lot of MythBusters.
Okay.
Like, I reject your reality and substitute my
Substitute
own. Stuff like that. Science. What else? Sorry, I'm terrible at this.
No, it's hard.
I don't do a lot of other. I don't watch a lot of other quotable ones. I quote a lot of anime, but that doesn't help. Most of the viewers don't watch anime, unfortunately. Hard pass.
Two Broke Girls,
Irony.
Community,
Mm-hmm.
and Chopped.
Chopped. Okay.
Chop's a good one.
I quote Chopped. I quote me watching Chopped.
Mm-hmm.
I think more often I quote me watching Chopped. I am the worst. Like, if you were to ever have to choose between watching Joe watch sports or watching me watch Chopped, and you don't want to have the person yell at the screen,
Watch
watch
Joe,
sports with Joe.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you not putting that in the food processor? I don't even know what the hell that is. Put it in the food processor.
We spent like a month watching Chopped videos when Rachel and I used to work together. And
Oh,
it was
yeah, it was
hilarious.
bad.
Chops is a good one.
Specifically, the past couple of episodes of Chop that I did see, the ice cream turned out fine.
Yeah.
The ice cream machine turned out ice cream appropriately.
Yeah.
I should say. The ice cream did not always taste good, but the ice cream machine worked well.
Well, it's not always the ice cream machine. I mean, there's certain things you cannot put into the ice cream machine to have ice cream come out.
It never
properly.
works.
It did work the past couple of episodes that
Really?
I've been watching, yeah. But,
I mean,
Did they do other things afterwards to the ice cream, or was it just ice
it
cream?
was just ice cream.
Because okay, maybe they fixed it.
I don't know.
You can't always blame machine. There is like, you can't just put like rock salt in the ice cream machine and expect the ice cream to come out. There are components that make ice cream the appropriate consistency of ice cream.
Irrelevantly, I quote Chopped a lot. But I also quote Two Broke Girls. Like it's my job. Mostly Max. I like to quote Max. That and whenever Autumn comes in the house, I imagine her like with like I just imagine her and entering the room like Sophie and just going, "Hello everybody,
Hello, everybody.
I'll be in my booth."
Hello, everybody. Wait.
Hello everybody. There you
Everything
go.
goes flying.
Perfect. That's so Sophie. Like every time she walks in the room, even if she doesn't say it, I imagine it. Like it's. I can hear her downstairs on the computer. It's pretty hilarious. But yeah, so I quote a lot of Two Broke Girls and Community. I've got Guppy quoting Community. That's how often I quote Community. All of my ringtones are Community now. Whenever Jimmy calls me, it's get him rid of Bretta.
Really?
I feel like when Community, I'm not to be that person, but when Community came out, I quoted Community a lot. I just feel like
I just recently watched all of
I
it.
know. I feel like you and I missed the boat together. Like I like rewatching it with you. I enjoy this time together we spend. I just feel like I missed out on having this time spent together, of experiencing it together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The show I probably quote the most.
We forgot it was cold outside.
I quote a lot of Bob's Burgers a lot.
And I don't realize it.
You know
Like
what?
at all.
You know what show I probably quoted the most, like the past couple months, is Doug.
Yeah.
Show Doug.
Like old school Doug.
Yes. And the Tick randomly because of a certain thing
Yes.
that's going on soon.
Yeah.
Joe says, "Hands off my goodies," which is a quote from Pitch Perfect.
It is.
Everything circles back to Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
And we're back.
I think the biggest one that we quote all the time is "Crushed It." Crushed it. But yes, so that would be what I just wanted to get us on the subject of quotes and using other people's vocabulary because I wanted to kind of segue into this really, it's not new. We've been doing it since the beginning of time where people start making up new words for like their generation. And it's not necessarily inherently bad, but the older generation always has a huge problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the middle generation always has this weird thing where they pick up some of it and they don't pick up others. They pick up stuff from like a bunch of different generations. Like, with us, we've got like the word, like, the vernacular used from the 90s and the early 2000s and then, and then now. And they're very different. And like, the 60s started the use of the word cool as like sweet, awesome, that kind of thing. And then, yeah, and it just kind of progressed now. So it's like cool is like a normal thing that you say. Like everybody says cool. But before, that was like the ridiculous word of the times. Like, why would you use that word cool?
You can see that also if you go back to like, if you go back and watch Back to the Future, they use heavy a lot.
Yeah.
No one says that nowadays.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Like
Do you-
Shaggy. My kids say that's swaggy.
What the heck? Okay. I guess
What?
it's
That doesn't. I
swag-y.
guess swag. Yeah. I
that
mean,
must be what it is.
we use the word swag like our like our group of friends. We use the word swag, but not.
In a good way.
But not even that. It's like not we don't
No.
use it like as actual like we're not being serious when we say it. But there are people that are like they.
I'll say swag's not even really our generation. It's actually a pretty older generation thing. We just kind of brought it back a
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
brought it back. I'm bringing it back.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I have a game. I was gonna wait until Lee got here,
But he's running off PD.
but he's running a bit late.
I mean, we could talk about other quotey things before the game.
I don't want to get into the circular. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. I want to kind of. I mean, we could.
Toss it up.
And we have, I mean, like we talked
We're
about
just gonna do
TVs
this.
and we talked about movies. We could delay.
Don't lick the microphone.
The microphone
sure,
is
sure.
delicious.
We could talk about favorite book quotes quick.
Oh, that's someone you quote all the time.
John Green.
Not that we quote,
Not John Green.
but like
Green.
that we have like meaningful quotes that mean stuff to us or
Kermit.
something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I quote Jenna Marbles
All the time. There
all
you go.
the
YouTube.
time.
All the time.
YouTube is the worst for me because I quote now. No, I quote the Vlogbrothers. I quote John and Hank Green. I quote Mamrie Hart. I quote Hannah Hardo, and I quote Jenna Marbles.
A little bit. She may or may not go
Just
on.
a bit.
No,
She goes
all
on
the
like
time.
hour-long rants of Jenna
Right.
Marbles.
Right?
Using the Ceramit voice. I mean, I love it. But yeah. Whenever I'm making fun of somebody and they're acting like a baby,
you need
that's
to-
what I
you need
do.
to back up.
I tell you
You
how
need
to
to go.
take care of your insert name here. So
Go.
if I was going to say, in
Go.
order to take care of
Go.
your pet, you need to keep your dog away from him.
You need to stop. You're going to knock over the microphone.
Pets do
Everyone
not
will hear.
like dogs very much, knocking over their microphones. All right, Nico, here. Oof,
Where's my dog?
I don't know.
Go. He's
Go.
calling you.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You know what? Okay. But yes, I quote YouTubers a lot,
It's true.
like all the time. But yeah, so I mean, going back to it, it's like recently all of the vernacular and the vocabulary seems to come from other words that you just kind of mash together. Like we don't generally use new words or old words in different ways. We just either put words together that don't make any sense,
Or we shorten words.
or we shorten words in order to, or we misspell them and then pronounce them how they're spelled, like LOL. Now it's a
Lol.
word.
Yeah.
It's lol.
Yeah.
And when it first started, it was LOL because it was laugh out loud.
It was an acronym. Yeah.
It was an acronym, so it was LOL, but now it's LOL. OMG. BT dubs.
Yep.
Shortening the word W to dub is
Yep.
just a thing that I do all the time.
Yeah.
I even do it in game on accident. Like, I'll be sitting there as Sam, I'll be like, BT dubs. I am so sorry. I just did that. But I'm wondering, like, swaggy, do they use that, like, do they have a straight face when they say the word swaggy? Because I don't think I could do that.
What is that word exactly supposed to mean? Do you have a definition?
Can you provide us with a definition
My
of
kids
the word
say that's
swaggy?
that's swaggy.
And that's with an I can't read it from here.
That
That is.
Like,
That
yeah,
is
it's
Just
like
because
a
there's
swaggy.
just enough
That is
glare that I can't
swaggy,
read
yeah.
it. Oh.
That is
That is swaggy.
Okay.
I'm assuming it would be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty much what
swaggy.
I
I guess
Which
have, like,
I would
to
go.
have
I would
swag.
default to shiny,
Shiny.
quoting Firefly and
Yeah.
Serenity. That's what I would default
I
to.
would think to have swag. So to
Yes, like to have swag.
Yes.
Yeah, like non-ironically, I couldn't do that.
Like instead
Eighth
of cool.
graders
Okay.
now apparently quote like that's swaggy. Non-ironically, that's a thing that they say. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the mall later or wherever eighth graders go, and then the other eighth grader replies with, "Oh, that's swaggy."
I don't see how malls
Without this
exist.
face, though,
Well,
the face that I'm making is not the face that eighth graders
we
make.
we should just YOLO.
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 You only live once. Yeah, we like to
Abbreviate.
wordify. We like to wordify
Listen,
acronyms.
we're still young and hip enough to use these.
No,
Bro.
no, we
I'm-
are
I'm
not.
not.
Bro dog.
I never was.
We
though.
are not.
I was never hip enough to use
It's
that
true.
to use newer vernacular.
I have a terrible English habit that's so difficult for me to break now. And it is two words that I use all the time. And I started using them ironically, and now I use them consistently. Dude, bro,
Bro dog.
and bro dog. And I mean, amongst my friends, it's probably frustrating. But that one I know that I started. But I use it at school. And I'm the teacher. Like, a kid's being, like, particularly bad or, like, particularly ridiculous. They're, like, I'm like, bro, dog, get off the table for the third time. And, like, the kid turns around. They're, like, 5. They're, like, Miss Rachel, what? I'm like, dude, just get off the table. Like, come on. Or, dude, bro, you better keep your hands to yourself. And they're like, my name is Thomas. Like, dude,
I'm pretty sure
don't mess with me right now.
I'm pretty sure we got the rest of the team and some of the honey badgers starting to use it. No lie.
Yeah, but, Autumn and I were actually talking before about, how when you're friends with people, you start, like, one of you will start to use a word or a phrase, and then, like, nobody else, like, everybody else will
Absorb it.
absorb it,
Mhm.
so that you never know where the word or phrase actually started from.
Yeah.
Like, there were a few, like, YOLO. I never said YOLO until Joe started saying it ironically, and now we use it intentionally.
Yeah.
And bro dog and dude bro, those are mine. Those I started with, and
Did you do both of them?
I did.
Okay.
Because I started with dude bro, and then somebody posted something on my wall or something. That was a quote that was like, bro dog. And I started using bro dog and dude bro interchangeably. But you know what? Screw it. It's 11 o'clock. We're gonna play this game.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so the game is called Word or Absurd, and I'm sure you can guess the premise of this game. I'm going to give you a word, and then a definition to the word, and you are going to tell me if it is an actual word that was used in 2014, or if it is a list off of the 33 words that that English should have
Ooh.
from cracks.com, and or if it's a word from if it's an actual term used by actual people, essentially. If
So
it's an actual term used by actual people, or a word made up for a contest.
So made up for a contest or like a made up
An actual
Or like
word
actual,
or made up?
like an actual term
from like the dictionary?
from the dictionary, or,
Okay.
or a slang term that was used in 2014 and
Okay.
2015, and or just a
That's
word that
hard.
we know
Okay.
of. So I'm going to give you an example that fits neither of these categories, but so that you understand.
Okay.
This one's going to be easy for you. The example is Schadenfreude. The definition is it's German for happiness at the misfortune of others. Is this a word or absurd?
I think it's
Pretty sure it's a word.
yeah.
It is.
I'd
It's
say
a word. It's Schadenfreude is
Don't
German
ask me how
for
to spell
happiness at the misfortune of others. So the next one that I'm gonna
What is
give you, I don't know. I don't know who show ass girl is, but Autumn and I shall both wave to you.
And I'll wave just because.
There we go.
There you go.
So Joe, knock it off. So the first one is going to be easy because I'm sure that you have gotten this at some point in time across your Facebook page. The word is bay, Used as an acronym for before anyone else or short for babe. Word or absurd?
It's a word, but it actually means shit in other countries. BT dubs, guys.
It's true. That is a word that people are using to describe, like, either their partner, like, their significant other, or, like, a best friend that you act as if it were a significant other. On the same vein, throuple, close friends who act like a couple. Word or absurd?
Absurd.
Yeah.
It is. It's absurd.
I say it's too close to say.
Okay.
in the same vein.
The next one is turnt. TURNT. Hyped up. Word or absurd?
Absurd.
I'm gonna go with absurd.
Yeah, I would say absurd.
Probably a word.
That
but
is
I'm gonna
a
go with
word.
absurd.
That is a word that kids these days are using.
Well, you guys are stupid. Turn doesn't even sound like that's what it would be for. If there would be a word, it's...
I'm sure it comes from something very specific, but
Okay, Autumn. If you've already encountered these words because I was showing them to you earlier, you can't reveal them.
Okay, well, I only saw like one word, and it was like the last one.
Okay.
hold on. What's a song, Jamie?
Schadenfreude.
Oh, okay.
It's the word is the premise for a song from Avenue Q.
Gotcha.
That's why it was my example. Slay, to succeed at something greatly. Word or absurd?
Word.
Word. Lychiatrist, someone who makes up a diagnosis for themselves and acts upon it. Word or absurd?
I believe the definition, but I'm gonna go with absurd.
It is absurd, but it is a word that I'm going to start
Yeah.
using now that I have discovered
Because,
it.
like,
I'll say
it
I knew that
makes
answer, so I
sense,
couldn't
but-
say anything because you told me earlier.
I did. That was one of those. Okay, now this one's a term. It's not a word. The term is by Felicia, an act of disrespect when an undesirable leaves. Word or absurd?
It's a word. I've heard that one.
Yep, it is actually from the 1995 movie Friday. And so
Interesting.
whenever somebody that you don't like leaves, so like when
Bye,
Pat leaves the room, we would go, bye Felicia. To say that we were being disrespectful because we don't actually like him. Yeah, but we do. I'm so silly.
Whatever.
So here's one. Qui-Goner, a character you know is doomed to die.
Ah, that's probably absurd. Too
It is
specific.
absurd. It is absurd, but I'm gonna start using
Yeah.
it.
I love Qui-Gon though.
I know.
Dogs.
Let's
You need to
see.
stop. You're gonna knock something down. Just saying.
Bugling, checking facts of movies so you can pretend to have seen it.
Bugling. So like Googling, but view.
But view,
Googling.
like you would Google.
I'm gonna say absurd.
Yeah, it seems too specific.
Yes, it is absurd. But the general idea is that you would like, for example, instead of watching Star Wars, you would just Google the spoilers that Luke is Leia's sister and Darth Vader is Luke and Leia's
Yeah.
father.
Vader means
Father
father
in
in
German.
German.
It literally
Literally
means
is
Darth Father. By the way, it's actually Vater in
Yes.
German and it's Vader in Dutch, I believe.
Dutch.
So on the
However, I could understand you misreading that because Dutch actually is German in
Dutch
German.
usually has more
no Dutch
T's.
like Dutch means
Yeah,
German
it's German
in German.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that the Dutch language has more T's.
Yeah.
And the German language has more D's, so
Uh-huh.
it's flipped. But yes, bugling is an absurd. It's not a word. Fleek, to be perfect.
I'm
so
gonna
something
say
is
word.
on fleek.
I'm gonna say it's word.
It is a word.
Yeah.
I've only got
It's-
one of these wrong.
It's upsetting, but it is a word.
I feel like there would be more terrible words out there than fleek.
They're not really. Like, some of them are just ridiculous, and a lot of them are just
Jamie's got most of these right too.
wordified.
It seems.
Yeah. A lot of them are
She's
wordified.
an 8th grade teacher though. She has an advantage.
To be on
Acronyms.
fleek, though.
Eh.
To be on point, to be on fleek.
Yeah, I'm not liking the word.
I'm not liking it, but I
But-
can see it being a word.
Yes, it is. All right. Ninjestrian. The pedestrians walking around at night that are wearing all black.
Absurd.
It is absurd.
It's cool though. I might use that one too. I need to work that in for rogues
Right? Ninjestrian.
Yeah. because
Soap
they're all
bombing.
in black. Soap bobbing.
Soap bombing. A mixture
Soap
of the
bombing.
words soapbox and bombing. So it would be steering a conversation that you're having towards a subject that you'd be passionate about or something like that in order for you to get on your soapbox and
I'm gonna say
be
that's a word.
passionate about the
I'm gonna say that's a word
I mean,
because I could definitely see that going through.
Wait, sorry, can you say it again?
soap bombing.
Absurd.
It is absurd. It is not actually a
It just
word
seems silly.
yet.
It just seems silly.
That doesn't mean that it's not real though.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean that situation does happen, but there is no.
It just seems like the ones that have been real were like Fleek and Turnt. It just seems silly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't say it was a perfect game. I said it was a game.
It just I don't know.
God.
I was just trying to save with the system. I don't know. I had reasoning, okay?
And the last one is the word ship, a shortened and verbified
Definitely
for
a word.
relationship. Yes, it is a word. And it's for imagining two people together. Normally it's used
Yes.
for characters that are not actually together.
It's because they're playing with the thing downstairs and it's causing the dogs to go crazy.
Oh, okay.
That's what's going on. They're going to knock stuff over.
I want to put them outside.
Okay.
They're playing with the helicopter downstairs.
They've got a toy downstairs and it's making noises and it's making the dogs go all crazy like.
Berserk. Yeah, but we can't.
They're fine. They'll run around all over the place and
Until
knock
they
stuff
pull
over.
the
And
camera down.
so if they pull the camera down, then we owe Doug a lot of money, and
Whoopsie doodle.
our show will be cut short. But whatever.
Um,
So anyway, continuing on.
Yeah, I actually knew the ship only because people kept saying ship and shipping. And I was like, why are you shipping two people off? Like, I'm so confused. And then someone was like, as in, like, relationship? Like, they want to ship something? I'm like, oh, it's dumb. Like, what
It
the
is.
hell?
And the worst part is like
They
all
use it
on,
like I'd ship that all the time.
Yeah,
I'm like, and, like,
why
on
would you
Tumblr
ship
and-
that? Like, why would, I don't get it. Like,
to Jamie has used most of almost all of these words used for real in real life, and it's very silly.
yeah, I just,
But
young
yeah,
whippers,
so
nipper snappers.
It's because she's an 8th grade teacher. She literally has her finger on the pulse of this.
yeah, it's true.
The only thing it would be worse if she was an English teacher instead of a math teacher.
You dropped the ball. The ball has been dropped. But yeah, so this pretty much came from the fact that I was reading stuff online, and like even like things like shipping, and like there's people on my Facebook that consistently use the word "bae," and it makes my skin crawl
That means you're old.
every time.
No. Here's the thing. Yes, shipping at first I was like, that's kind of dumb. But now I'm like, I'm over it. Like, it's not really. Bae bothers me because literally in other languages, it literally means shit.
So if you look up certain words we use all the time, they mean other things in other languages too.
It's just,
Like a lot of different things that you use all the time.
and I mean, like, but 12-year-olds are using this on.
You're
like,
whispering.
12-year-olds using this on other 12-year-olds. I shit you. I shit you so much.
That's
Other
you
12-year-olds.
You just used a T. You realize that, right? You just said shit.
I know, because as in bae, B-A-E.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was confused because we were talking about shipping, and I was
I
like,
meant, like, bae, as in B-A-E.
that's
Sorry.
I'm like, it makes my skin crawl, but mostly I'm just like, that's dumb.
Whatever.
I don't know.
That's so dumb.
Probably because I work in the computer field that I have to deal with acronyms and stuff changing all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just used to it.
Maybe.
But there were a lot of lists that I was looking at before, and this is, true, where they were like, TBT. TBT is I was like, that's an acronym. It's Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes, it's popular.
When people
It's a
no,
hashtag.
something
That's different.
something that does bother me is when people like type to you and instead of typing YOU type just you. That bugs me.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, really? It's not that much more typing.
Ironically, you know
Especially
what?
with how speedy we thought R was typing.
You know what bothers me the most about speaking in textual communication? K.
Yeah.
I hate.
Okay.
Yeah, okay is so much more preferred.
It's already abbreviated.
I also hate the thumbs up key. Like, even if I use the thumbs up, I will also respond after the thumbs up. I'll be like, thumbs up. Great idea. Because I hate that stupid
I
thumb
almost
up.
always do it by accident. Only like
I
since
do
I
too,
since
by
I realized it
accident a lot.
blows up to bigger proportions, I've only used it twice for real because of that.
Well, yeah,
I
I
will
mean, like,
sometimes do it when I'm at work to acknowledge that
You
I
would.
saw it, but then I'm like, I will get back to this after work.
yeah, but Facebook lets me know that you saw it. It just pisses me off. Like, I get so pissed off at her. So I'm like, oh, Autumn, blah, 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 you know. By the way, tonight we're going to do this. Make sure you have this.
Bing.
And I'm like, I'm not supposed
But
to
it's
be looking
ironic
at...
after my thumb
It's
injury.
not. It's not ironic. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when you do it. It's frustrating when Joe does it. It's frustrating when everyone does it.
You know what's funny though? Can I just say about the like, you know, the YOU with the U? Can I just bring? I'm sure a lot of people, maybe not everyone, but when we were kids, when we did the chat rooms and stuff, you know, we all typed like the two with the two.
No.
And no.
No, I did not.
I know I did. When
I
I was a
refuse.
Pat
to.
didn't visit chat rooms.
When
Oh
I
yeah, I
was-
did.
He was.
I spent most of my teenage years in the chat room.
He
I was
was
like,
too
I know
busy
when
being
I was
grown
a
up.
kid, I was like typing and all those like
ASL?
yeah,
ASL?
yeah. Like I know I was a kid in that little like chat speak.
No, I spent like I learned how to type via AIM and chat rooms.
I was like, but now I'm more sophisticated, and I'm just kidding.
Now we use Facebook.
Yeah, and now we use full sentences with grammar and punctuation.
I never said I use grammar and punctuation. I'm
I
the
tried
worst.
to.
I never punctuate unless it's an exclamation point or a question mark.
You don't even want to try to read my stuff.
I also apostrophe randomly. Like, I don't put random apostrophes into words, but sometimes I won't use an apostrophe. The sentence I just said, 9 times out of 10, will not put an apostrophe before N and T. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't do it. And you can tell me it's a big pet peeve, but until you stop giving me thumbs up when I give you actual...
Oh no! Now I'm gonna not thumbs up you, and I'm just gonna ignore you.
It's fine. I prefer you to ignore me.
Send a random picture. Like
You know
one
what's
of the
really
stickers.
frustrating when
Stickers
I'm at.
I also hate.
I would say, you know
I
what's
figured.
really frustrating when I'd be at work
It's
and you
really the
guys
same
would
thing.
have those sticker wars
Sticker
when I'm
wars
at
are
work, and I'm
hilarious.
like, guys, I'm at work, and you guys are having 50 million sticker
Yeah.
things back and forth, and I'm like, I'm at work, please stop making my phone go off. I mean, like, it's on.
Turn off your notifications.
No, it is off. Like, it is off. But it's like,
Vibrating in your pants.
seriously, or even
no,
off.
I
off.
like
it's
I
just-
like stickers. The problem is that my frustration with stickers and the thumbs up always comes with the fact that if it's something like if I'm just joking around or if I'm just being like, hey Autumn, don't forget to bring your cleats to practice tonight. Thumbs up. Okay, got it. Thanks for reminding me. That's what that thumbs up means. But if I'm like, hey guys, this terrible, thing happened. I need to go do this, 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 and this.
Sad face.
Thumbs up.
Okay,
Fuck off.
okay. I didn't do a thumbs up. I sent a sticker because
No,
I didn't know
I'm
what
not
to
feeling
say.
good. I'm not going to practice. I think I have a fever. Thumbs up. Thanks, Autumn.
I didn't know what to say. I acknowledged that you didn't feel well. I got the equipment. Like, I didn't hit a thumbs up to him, but I found I found a sticker.
No. Nope.
I found
nope.
a sticker.
No. I hate shit like that. I'm just like
You know
when you're like,
stickers I had to
oh,
go through
BT
to find the
dubs.
most
I don't
appropriate one.
Yes, I
Oh, you're
frequently
paid.
I talk in sticker form sometimes. But when I talk in sticker, it's when I'm being silly. No,
Well, I'm sorry.
yeah, you should be. You're
I'm
the
sorry.
worst.
I'm sorry.
But yes,
Sorry.
that's another term that I use all the time.
Yeah, term. We out.
We out. I use that a lot. I also do this one a lot now. I never used to do it till Pitch Perfect. I do that all the time, and I say "suck it,"
That's my dick.
and I sing, "suck it, suck it." It's not even in Pitch Perfect. But I do it all the time now. And now, a word from our sponsor.
And now we're.
At least it's just the cord. They can still hear us, right, guys?
Hopefully.
Yeah, they can. Wow, this should be okay. And I can replace my Joey.
Yep. We're good.
Our puppies.
Hey. Yeah, we went dark because the dogs ran into the cord.
They were having fun.
Hey, who's that? Is that Lee? No.
Law?
Law.
It's I'm either ridiculously excited because it's the character from Video Game High School, or it's Lawrence.
That makes sense.
Jamie's just gone blind. We didn't get dark. She just went blind. Okay, got it.
Alright, that makes sense. Thank God.
Makes
I
way more
thought the
sense.
dogs had knocked the cord out.
Yeah, like we warned about earlier. Yeah.
See, I said I hope it's like. I know that you know that I said that, but yeah.
Hey, at least I didn't ignore it. Some people ignored it.
Jimmy. Right?
And some people said things that were already, like, I couldn't just repeat what were already said.
I'm over it. I just hate it when that happens.
Duly noted for future.
I feel like people should know
Duly noted
all
for
of
future.
my pet peeves.
Duly noted for futures.
But yeah, I think one of my favorite things is that Autumn makes up words and then just runs with it.
I do?
Yeah, you do it all the time.
Oh, cool.
And every once in a while I'll correct you, but most of the time I'm like, I know what she was going for.
Like, suppressed.
Yeah.
I'm always
I
suppressed.
At least 3 of my friends have done this for like the past, I don't know how long. They've always used the word suppressed. Like, I'm being suppressed and this stuff. And
they always
definitively,
suppress me.
definitively they're correct, but that's never the word that they're going for.
I know
And
what I'm
finally-
going for.
And finally the other day I was like, when you say that, you mean oppressed. That's the word that you're looking
I knew.
for.
She's like,
I'm like, are you playing League of Legends? Were you suppressed by Warwick?
she's like, the word you mean is oppressed. I know I mean oppressed.
She's been saying suppressed for like a year now, and I was just finally
I
like,
know what I mean, and I mean what I said.
and I'm just like, and I'm kind of sitting there like, it's pronounced touche, right?
Touche.
Sushi fish.
Touche fish.
Yeah. I also say Versavice.
Yeah.
But I say
Yeah, she does.
I say Versavice because it's
Really?
vice versa. It's Versavice, so it's the opposite way around.
That's okay. I say good night.
Yeah, it's Versavice because if it's vice versa, if it's Versavice.
Good night, Canole.
Going
Versavice.
back to something that Joe said earlier, Joe talks like an old man. He does. He uses like old farmer dude
Go on, get.
colloquialisms. Yeah, like colloquialisms too. Like, he is the only young person that I've ever known to like legitimately and unironically tell me that you'll catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Like, it's adorable. Oh, it's so cute. I talk like I'm in high school, and I teach 5-year-olds. So we've all got our weird vernacular. But fun fact, I'm gonna tell you guys this with 15 minutes to spare.
I could spit on it from. It's so close I could spit on it with a good wind.
That's one he says all the time too. It's so close I could spit on it with a good wind. And every time I'm like,
Why are you
I
so
guess.
old?
I guess you could. But yes, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to let you guys in on a
I
secret.
just quoted.
There you go. I'm letting you guys in on a secret. I have a very odd vocabulary, and I use large words,
Really?
not to make myself seem smart, but because I have a weird accent that I try to cover up by using
Not the words that are accented.
right by using synonyms. But unfortunately, the synonyms that I have to use are not the best words to use in the situation. So when I try to say the word ball, I'll use the word sphere or globe or toy. I will not say the word ball. I will use specific. I'll be like, pass me the bludger, hand me the quaffle.
She'll add an S onto the end of it all the time instead of cursing.
Yeah. And
But
when I say balls, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Singularly, I say ball. Jen is laughing at me in the kitchen. It's true.
I was laughing at Jenna. Not
when we go to
because you're
get,
from North Jersey.
I'm from Central Jersey, but when we go to that is a topic for another time.
Sorry.
That is a topic for another time. But when we go to bring Kaylin to get her picture taken with Santa or the Easter Bunny, we go to the Deptford Shopping Center, or we go to Deptford.
Oh, not the mall.
We don't go to the mall.
It's good that they're all like, they're trying to rename themselves out of malls now. Then,
Yeah.
So, like the Voorhees Town Center
Yeah.
instead of the Echelon Mall.
Yep.
You okay?
Yeah. Jenna says video. It's my favorite.
Video killed the radio star.
Jamie says drawing as drawing. There is a difference between water and water.
There is. It's probably one of the one things I did retain from Pennsylvania to, like, central Pennsylvania to New Jersey, how to say water properly.
I speak to people all around the world with my job, and there's so many accents. I'm usually told that I don't have much of one,
Yeah.
or they think I'm from a completely different area because they try to guess.
An American accent is
Yeah.
generally.
I don't really have much of an accent, but I don't. But American accent's not an English accent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's English without an English accent.
Right.
But yes, I can speak in ridiculous accents. Wooter.
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 Nope.
Water.
Woody.
Wooter.
Water.
Wooter.
Wood.
Wooter. Wooter. is
Tomato.
what it is.
Tomato. Potato.
I also have a
Potato.
glottal stop.
Waddle stop.
Yeah.
That's how I do my Cockney accent. Is I add
Yeah.
waddle stops all over the place.
People are supposed to have glottal stops when they're doing accents, like English accents and stuff like that.
Butter. Water.
Yeah. So, continental. Curtain. Also, glottal stop.
Yeah.
Because people who create words are mean. That's why lisp has an S in it. And stutter has 2 T's and 2 syllables.
Ironic.
And starts with an S. All of the most difficult words for somebody with a stutter to have. Sound as a synonym for cool? I did not know that.
Sound?
But yeah, there's different slang all over the place, which is why it's always so weird. You have to be.
Remember
really
when they were trying to get Ebonics taught in school?
Yes.
That's just one of the things that randomly popped in my head. I'm like that because it's mainly slang.
Yeah,
And-
it becomes its own culture though. For
Yeah.
example, one of the things that I see it compared to a lot is because I took Italian class in high school. So when I was in Italian class,
Italians is
there's a difference between mainland Italian language and there's a subtle difference between all of the different regions of Italy. Regions are pretty much like states.
Yeah.
For Italy, there's Calabria. There's so the official language of Italy is Roman Italian. So it's the language spoken in Rome. That's what we learn in schools. But Roman Italian is a little bit different than Calabrese. Calabria, if you're looking at Italy, it's the toe of the boot, the toe that kicks Sicily. That's Calabria. So the difference, there's a subtle difference between Calabrian, Calabrese Italian and Roman Italian, but it's subtle. It's like the difference between ball and ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, or you all and y'all.
Y'all.
That's the difference.
Y'all.
But there is such a disconnect between Italian and Sicilian that people who speak Italian and people who speak Sicilian sometimes can't even understand what each other is saying. So it's Ebonics is to American English as Sicilian is to Italian, in which, yes, the base is the same language, but it's so disconnected.
Well, that's also like Chinese.
Yeah.
Mandarin is way different than a lot of the other dialects, and there's so
Like
many people. There's so many people in China that if you go from one side to the other, they're completely different. They can barely understand each other.
Exactly. So what it comes down to, and colloquialisms and vocabulary, is where you are. And the internet has done so many weird things to language because it's brought us all together. It's pretty much what, the topic was. I know I had like an intellectual topic for us today, not like a nerdy fun topic. I'm sorry. But yeah, so the internet actually did so much to pull all of those languages together so that now we actually use...
We need to invent an internet language. Just speak it.
We already are.
We're working on it.
Like for example,
Like coming from the internet. Sorry.
We now frequently, Americans and people who use internet users in general, frequently use either words that are made up, like YOLO. It's said in all different languages. Like YOLO is said in all different parts of the globe, in places that, you only live once.
It's in anime, I've seen it.
Yeah, and you only live once is only...
Yeah.
Like, the acronym only works in English.
Oh, that we know of.
Well, it doesn't work in Italian.
Okay.
Abitare is to live.
Doesn't work in Japanese.
Yep, abitare is to live. So...
U is not Y-O-U.
Exactly. So as far as we know, the three people sitting on this couch, YOLO is really only used in the English language. It's the only way that the acronym works. But people all over use it, and brand names have always been have always gotten to the point where they're used in place of the actual item that they are.
Tissues,
Xeroxing,
Xerox.
Xerox is copying. We kind of got out of that, but still, it's used. Kleenex for tissues, Velcro,
Oreo,
Windows for operating system.
Yeah.
Oreo for sandwich cookies.
Yeah, and now it's kind of becoming that way, where Tumblr and Twitter and Facebook are pretty much the same. I think Facebook is different in different languages, but Tumblr, Twitter, Vine, Reddit, they don't change the name in other languages.
Yeah.
It's just...
There's some companies that have different names in different languages, but for the most part, they're all one.
Yeah.
It'll follow capitalism.
Right. That's pretty much how it winds up going. Is that we're gonna wind up. Joe did mention Leet Speak, which is more a textual based language than it is a verbal language, because otherwise we'd have to say it out loud.
L33.
1337.
1337. Yeah.
But yes. So that was the thing. Mostly the reason for the topic came because of I teach 5-year-olds, and they say weird things sometimes. They say one of the kids was singing like a song that you would normally hear on the radio, and I was like, "Why are you singing this song?" It was like, It was like Wiggle or something like that.
Mhm.
And I was like, you're 5. I know you don't know what this song means, but bro. One time I was asking kids, I was like, I'm gonna put together a playlist for you guys. What songs do you want me to put on this playlist? And one of the girls in my class was like, "Turn down for what?" And I was like, "You're 4. Turn down for what? I'm not putting turn down for what on a playlist for preschoolers. I want to hear turn down for what?" And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Which is pretty much.
To be fair, if you listen to lyrics in most songs, they're worse than you think.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, so lyrics and songs. This is something that Rachel and I have said multiple times. So, love songs. If anyone ever tells you that the Pina Colada song is a love song, they don't listen to the lyrics.
Song. If that is what you strive to in your relationship, you need help. They both go pretty much. You know the lyrics of the love song. The Pina Colada song. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain,
It's called
They both
Escape.
go to
Actually,
cheat on
it's
each other.
called Escape. Pretty much that the whole point of that song, like the iconic lyrics of them. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, it's all a personal ad
For cheating on each other.
that the singer is writing because his relationship isn't going the way that he wants it
He
to.
got
So
tired of
writes,
his lady.
he gets tired of this of his girlfriend. So he writes this personal ad to find a new girlfriend.
Why he's still with the other girlfriend.
While he's still with her, only to like look through the personal ads and find another personal ad, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go."
They respond to
She
each other.
responds to his personal ad, and like and yes, I like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. I'm not much into yoga. Blah 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 blah. And so they set up this meeting, and it turns out it's each other.
Oh, and
Wait.
all he says is, "Oh, it's you."
And yeah. And in no way were they sitting there thinking, like, maybe we actually shouldn't do this.
It's a love song to all those girls who want the guy from Twilight to be their boyfriend.
It's just, I just never listen to the lyrics of pop songs. Is the one thing that I've heard. Rob Paravonian, definitely look him up. But he just, he sees into my heart. Because he knows you never listen to the lyrics of pop songs. The Sugar Ray song. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's
okay, I know who you mean
bed.
now.
Yeah,
Because I don't know names of people.
yeah. There's a comedian called Rob Paravonia that goes into a big thing, and pretty much what he's like, he points out that the singer of that Sugar Ray as the singer of the song is a dick.
Yeah.
He's a lying, cheating, manipulative dick.
Mhm.
And everyone's just like, halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. And you're like, alright, cool. And then it goes, and then the lyrics continue. I know it's not mine, but I'll see if I could use it for the weekend or a one-night stand. Sorry, what?
What? Hold on.
Hold on.
Back this train up a little bit.
So, listening to lyrics and, like, looking up lyrics to songs is probably, like, one of my favorite hobbies.
Yeah, like,
Because Pat and I do this all the time. We're like, oh my god, I heard this song and then I read the lyrics to it. You have to hear these
It's
lyrics.
terrible.
They're awful.
what turned me on
Well,
to
even-
doing that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, the first one, the good one. That has Vanilla Ice. Actually, the second one's the one with the Vanilla Ice song. I'm sorry. With the Vanilla Ice song, where he literally says during the movie, lyrics, fill in the gap. I'm like, you gave up. You just gave up trying to fill in the lyrics here.
Yep.
Well, it's not even old songs either, because we just brought up old songs, but it's the one that's
It's worse with new songs.
Megan, I forget the last name, but it's supposed to be like, people all think it's like to bring bigger girls up, but she does skinny shaming.
Yeah.
And she calls them twig
Megan
bitches.
Trainor.
Yeah, and
Which one's this?
All about that bass.
all about that bass. And it's like, yeah, she does great things for the bigger girls, but then she jokes about making twig bitches. She's not a joke. It's and it's a shame because like you need those songs out there for the bigger girls, but you don't need to tear twig bitches, quote unquote, but not really. You don't need to tear other people down to bring yourself up. And it's like, it's not okay to
I've
do
never
that.
heard that actual song.
Yeah,
I've
and
only
if
heard the
and
parodies.
the lyrics, I guess you could probably make a pass, but until you see the music video is terrible, and it's just like
That's usually how it is, though.
the music video makes it worse.
Fun fact: I know it's 11:30, but I'm gonna leave on the idea of songs because Joe and I just did
Maybe
this.
future one.
Yeah, Joe and I just did this in the car today. We were listening to the song "Two Black Cadillacs" by Carrie Underwood on the radio, and we listened to the whole song, and we were like, "But here is my question: how did they kill the guy?" For those who don't know, Two Black Cadillacs is about a duo of women. One is the wife of a man, and the other is his mistress. And pretty much 2 months prior to the setting of the song, the wife called the number that was on the husband's phone, and they talked for the first time, and then they found out that he'd been lying to both of them. So they planned to get rid of him in whatever way. And the lyrics in the song were like, it was when they got to the coffin, and they took a turn putting a rose down on the grave, and it was the first and the last time they ever saw each other face to face. And Joe and I are like, how did they kill him then? And Joe goes, they'll show us in the music video. So we watched the entire music video, and the music video has them in the same car together, running him over with a car. And I'm like, but you said
they didn't listen to their own song.
They didn't listen to their own song. 2 minutes into the damn song, they forgot what they wrote. Writing a music video, they're like, just put them both in a car, run them over, whatever. Damn it.
I wonder, though, if the director of said music video, though, is like... If the director of said music video is like, well, we have this that we have to accomplish. We're gonna have both you guys in there to run them over, and they're like, no, but we said that we aren't going to be there
Let's
anymore.
just stop and end here.
Sorry.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye. See you next
Bye.
time. Sorry.